Chapter 10:26. Going to the Yan Shen Race Translator, Muibo Studio Editor, Muibo Studio Luo. Feng watched the departing Guiyi Knight and felt a little regret. He simply could not comply this time, and while things might not seem any different on the outside, there was bound to be a knot formed in their hearts. What a pity, Luo Feng said quietly. My soul-type true treasure, Tower Pearl, is one of the treasures from the Star Tower and already recognizes me as its master. Universe Knights who try to merge with it will die. If it was an ordinary soul-type true treasure, temporarily loaning it to Guiyi Knight wouldn't be a big deal. Anyway, the original star opens for 1,000 eras. I can also wait for a few hundred eras. My power is bound to get much stronger. Who knows? I might even become a Universe Knight. Luo Feng, Bloody Wing Knight walked over. I think you should lend it to Guiyi Knight. Guiyi Knight is of a different status. It is not easy for him to make such a request. Ha ha, that goes without saying. Luo Feng laughed and shook his head. It wasn't because he did not want to lend the treasure. He couldn't. It's up to you, Bloody Wing Knight said good-naturedly. You are quite ambitious. Well, I would like to give it a shot, Luo Feng replied. Indeed, Luo Feng wanted to experience what it was like on the mysterious original star. But he knew his power still did not make the grade. Time flew by, and many Universe Knights approached Luo Feng, wanting to borrow his true treasures. Naturally, most great beings would think that Luo Feng would not want to enter the original star. Yet, they all were met with rejection. Of those who approached Luo Feng, some were friends, some were close acquaintances, and others were complete strangers. News of how the earliest batch of Universe Knights was rejected when they went to Luo Feng to borrow his true treasures spread fast. Almost all the Universe Knights came to learn of it. Blade River Emperor Luo Feng actually wanted to venture into the original star, and anyone who wanted to borrow his true treasures could banish all thoughts of it. Conversations on the topic were common. Luo Feng wants to enter the original star. He is merely an undying fighter. Although he is said to be impressive, he is still just a secondary Universe Knight. Yet he owns so many true treasures. In the original star, he will be a walking treasury. Any supreme beings from the other races will attack him as soon as they meet him. Isn't he courting his doom? If he wants to die, what do you care? Going into the original star at that level is purely suicidal. Let's see what his end shall be when he enters the original star. It is okay for him to die. But if he dies, the true treasures will land in the hands of the other races. That will be a loss for our entire race, a most egregious sin. Fret not. He will not die so easily. Primal Chaos City leader values him a lot. He will help him. Who knows? Primal Chaos City leader may even arrange for 2 other universe overlords to form a team with him. There was indeed quite a crowd of Universe Knights who either found Luo Feng's very presence an eyesore or were jealous of him. These Universe Knights were always fighting hard to obtain valuables to offer their race so they could earn contributions in exchange for valuables and resources they needed for themselves. Yet, as a sector lord, Luo Feng could obtain soul-type true treasures. Of course, This would cause the other Universe Knights to develop a great deal of resentment, discontent, and even hostility toward him. Many Universe Knights were just waiting to watch Luo Feng make a fool of himself. He had to be kidding. What kind of a place was the original star? It was a realm where Universe Masters and Universe Overlords ran rampant, where senior Universe Knights were commonly seen, and even senior Universe Knights would usually form teams to survive there. The power of any team, regardless of size, could not be belittled, so how could Luo Feng, who was only undying, overcome such odds? Even if he was blessed with a special life form, even if he was blessed with special techniques or even the most powerful valuables, he did not stand a chance. He was undying, which meant his fate was predetermined, and he could never create miracles on that original star. Asterisk 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 in the virtual universe, on the mountainside of Thunder Island, disciple and teacher, Luo Feng and True Yan Knight, met up. I will not be entering that original star, said True Yan Knight. My powers are far from adequate. There was a note of bitterness in his eyes. I would really love to give it a shot, but I know where I stand. Luo Feng, you are my disciple, so let me give you some advice. Your powers are impressive enough, but there is no rush to enter the original star. Moreover, because of your eagerness, you may have estranged your relationship with two universe overlords. Luo Feng could only laugh. Yes, there were two universe overlords who wanted to borrow his true treasures. One was Gui Yi Knight, and the other was Bai Feng Knight. Both had wanted to borrow his soul-type true treasure, but he was unable to accede to their requests, and he could not explain why. You are certainly my disciple, said True Yan Knight. You even share the same temperament as me. True Yan Knight laughed while shaking his head. However, when you enter the original star, you must be careful. Be amply prepared. Judging from the information we have gathered so far, it is really very dangerous in there. Luo Feng nodded. Senior Universe Knights getting killed was common. In fact, it was frequently seen. Universe Overlords getting killed was common enough. There were quite a handful of Universe Overlord deaths. Universe Masters getting killed. That was possible, too. Teacher, I am preparing, Luo Feng said. Said True Yan Knight. You did not lend the true treasures to anyone, so now, many Universe Knights of the human race are waiting to see you make a joke of yourself. Even your friends are not quite convinced that you are capable of such an unlikely achievement. But I am your teacher. I have watched you grow along the way. I believe in you. Luo Feng grinned. Remember, do not give them the chance to mock you. True Yan Knight said. Yes, teacher, Luo Feng said, nodding. Asterisk 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 asterisk. A moment later, Luo Feng watched the departing True Yan Knight. I'm afraid that, other than teacher, not many believe that I can accomplish this miraculous task, Luo Feng said softly. Even I am not so confident, given my current power. If I were to run into a Universe Overlord, I would still need to avoid him. Trying to snatch food from a tiger's mouth is reckless. Trying to vie for those true treasures is the same. Too difficult. Force armor. Don't disappoint me. Luo Feng was sure of his power. With his power, he could run rampant anywhere in the universe. Yet, in that original star, where supreme beings from billions of races gathered, that was where the truly bloody fights occurred. Among all the universe masters, universe overlords, and senior universe knights in their own small teams, he was indeed ranked at the bottom. He could only depend on force armor. The universe supreme master, sitting mountain guest, left his second disciple two true treasures. One was the Yan Shen halberd, and the other was the original soul. For his third disciple, Luo Feng, he also left two true treasures. One was the Star Tower, the other was the Force Armor. The Star Tower had met with some accidents while in the making, bringing about an explosive boost in its power, allowing it to reach the level of a supreme true treasure. Force Armor, Yan Shen halberd, and original soul, they were all true treasures that were of the same standard. Every one of them was unimaginably precious. Sitting mountain guest had paid an immeasurable amount for these. They did not pale in comparison to Primal Chaos City Leader's Thousand Treasures River. However, Force Armor had been specially refined by Sitting Mountain Guest for his prospective third disciple, and it was designed and created according to his plan so that it would be customized to a high degree of compatibility with Luo Feng when he used it. The star map and Shi Wu wings are just ordinary true treasures, Luo Feng thought. Universe masters are not concerned with them, as they do not serve much use. Force armor, however, though a measure below the Star Tower, which is one of the supreme true treasures of the universe, still qualifies as one of the top-tier true treasures and pinnacle true treasures. It is much stronger than the Shi Wu wings. The might of force armor must be quite extraordinary. Yan Shen race lived in a deserted land far away from the human domain. It was an independent race that occupied a large region of the universe. Weng. On a desolate planet, vivid green light rays filled the surroundings. A hideous being of another undying race and a youth clad in golden armor appeared on this desolate planet. Not bad, said the youth in the golden armor said, flashing a smile. After one look at the hideous being, the hideous-looking being groveled in veneration repeatedly. According to the many different races under my command, and the many tokens and locations they have left in this universe, right here is the area closest to the Yan Shen race. With a wave, Luo Feng summoned the hideous-looking being into his world ring. Setting off from here to where the Yan Shen race is, the distance is still incredibly far. Fortunately, I have the ancient boat galaxy. Luo Feng flipped his hand, and an ancient boat the size of a date kernel appeared on his palm. Larger, larger, larger. Luo Feng waved his hand. The ancient boat flew up into the air in an instant. At the same time, Luo Feng exerted his godly power with a gurgle. His godly power prompted a change as the ancient boat quickly grew larger while suspended in the air. In the blink of an eye, it became as big as the planet Luo Feng was on. Luo Feng laughed. Then, with a single step, he boarded the ancient boat. He stood on the deck, looking at the vast starry sky. A top-tier treasure such as a flying palace type is so much more powerful than a universe planet ship. Luo Feng exerted his godly power and shrank the ancient boat until it was about 3,200 feet long. After all, to keep the ancient boat at such an enormous size would have required him to use up a lot of his godly power. Take off, Luo Feng commanded using his mind. Su. The ancient boat accelerated sharply. While sweeping away, it left a silver flare across the starry sky. Almost immediately, it reached the threshold of the speed of light. Thereafter, it disappeared from the sky and entered the dark universe. Within the dark universe, the ancient boat galaxy was still accelerating at a crazy rate. 10 times the speed of light, 20 times the speed of light, 30 times the speed of light, 100 times the speed of light, 200 times the speed of light, 300 times the speed of light. Ha ha ha. Marvelous, marvelous. Standing before the handrails on the ship's deck, Luo Feng held onto the railing and looked out. The prow of the ancient boat galaxy had naturally formed a shield that protected the ship within it. Compared to those biological planet ships and mechanical planet ships, this is much faster. Luo Feng constantly increased the speed of the ancient boat galaxy. Finally, at almost 800 times the speed of light, the speed ceased to increase. This was Luo Feng's limit, not the limit of the ancient boat galaxy. If Luo Feng had set his godly power ablaze, he would have increased the speed even more. And if Luo Feng's law comprehension had been better, he would have been able to increase the speed to a superior level. Enough, Luo Feng said to himself. I think it should take around 2 months or more of flying in the dark universe to reach the Yan Shen secret region. The Yan Shen race lived in a large region of the universe, and because this region was occupied and ruled by the Yan Shen race, some universe great beings often referred to it as the Yan Shen secret region. Riding the ancient boat galaxy, Luo Feng traversed the dark universe. After close to 3 months, the ancient boat galaxy finally reduced its speed and left the dark universe. In the vast, empty sky, Luo Feng stood on the deck of the ancient boat galaxy, gripping the rail as he looked out. I have reached the Yan Shen secret region.